Hello. Oh, test. I almost. I'm like, why is nothing happening? I'm like, oh, I have my mic. All right, so last I left off was here. I did work a little bit on it on my own. It's not here right now. I'll go ahead and show what I'm trying to go for. I was working on. Oops. There it is. I think this is the one right here. Boom. Now this isn't final because I have to change some things. I have to change the poses of the pugs. But overall, this is the overall kind of look I'm going for. It's gonna be a 3D printable part, right? It's gonna be 3D printable. It's gonna be maybe about 8 pieces. There's gonna be more watermelon pieces, stuff, here and there. Maybe add some cracks to. I don't know. I don't want to go too crazy. I gotta learn to just not like go too crazy. It looks great. The helmet is just really bothering me, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop back to the other file here, which is this here. So I'm going to use this as a template, this thing right here. So I'm going to go ahead and work on it, and then I'm going to export the pieces and import into this one here and repose them. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I am going to say no, I do not say changes. I have not done anything. All right, cool. And also I got to make sure I have Restreamio up here, which I do not have it up. Hold on one moment. Not recordings. Hold on one moment. Where's my chat? I completely forgot. I told myself I was going to make sure I tried broadcasting tonight. It's really late, so it's probably going to be the same deal as yesterday where I'm probably going to be... I don't mind whoever, like anyone can go ahead and join. I'm just saying that everyone in America is pretty much asleep in the U.S. So things I'm going to work on right now. I should have probably exported that watermelon, to be honest. I'm going to work on maybe the pugs right here. The pugs are a little, I want to say, too realistic. They're just, let me see. Let me just test a theory here. Now, what I mean by theory, I was looking at some references. Wait, hold on. Press the right button. This is the right button. Oh, wait, are these the same? I don't have local on, that's why. I'm like, why is this not working? Alright, so I was kind of curious, because I was looking at cartoons and stuff like that. And I think the way to make them look like they're smiling is to give them that little divide here in the middle of their face. Let me go ahead and just confirm that. I'm going to go ahead and remove Restreamio over here, and I am going to open my... Alright. So honestly, you can see, you can tell what it is, or you can tell that, they're pugs. Maybe because, maybe it's the color, but I feel like it's too realistic in a sense. I feel like they need more round, I suppose. Let's go ahead and just kind of start shaping this a bit. Maybe give them, maybe I should give them like, not pause, like not too realistic. I'm gonna go ahead and actually delete the hidden there. I'm gonna go ahead and actually just taper these legs here to a point. I think that's my problem. I'm trying to make it realistic, and I should just kind of simplify it. Kind of like, just make it, simple. Not maybe not make it so much hunchback. Maybe, So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of trying to. Just finding a way to try to simplify this a bit, just so that I can... Because my problem right now with the pugs here is the fact that they're just too... What is it? They're just, I want to say realistic. They're just like, not exactly like matching the... Kind of like the design kind of deal. Just trying to kind of like, looks like a weird foot. I'm trying to see if I can make this kind of cartoony. That's my problem. That's not my problem, but that's what I'm trying to do right now. Let me see what it looks like if I kind of maybe. Yeah. I'll have to get the curly tail as well. I'm gonna duplicate this actually. See just the duplicating here. I just need to get this. I want to undo everything I did here so I can go ahead and compare. So this is this one and then this one right here. So I kind of like the simplification of it. I'm going to do the same thing for Edgar here. I'm going to actually, I should really work on the Edgar one here just because this Edgar piece right here is going to be pretty much the base for Maya. Is my mic working? Let me just, I'm checking my test. Yeah, it's working. Cool. Also, I think I fixed my, I'm going to add details to the gun. I'm not going to make the gun crazy complex. It's going to be very simple. I'm going to probably add some little designs along the side here and probably color it up and then detail the hand. I want to change the helmet so that, you know, it is more helmety. It's going to be flatter and it's going to be, yeah, you'll see. Let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to this here. So I'm going to go to this. Ooh, what the heck? Where'd she go? There it goes. All right, so what I did was, if you're just showing up here, delete this. Let's go ahead and turn dynamic on. And what I'm doing is, I'm just trying to simplify it, is what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to reduce them to kind of a simple shapes. So I'm just trying to. So I probably have to do the same thing with their face right here. I might even pose Maya on the side, maybe laying on her side with a watermelon piece, maybe in her mouth. I'm not entirely sure. So let's get in there. So I have the pieces almost ready to be assembled, I suppose, into the pose I showed earlier. So we got Maya, you got Edgar. I'm trying to think how to make them kind of cutie, you know, like cute. They're like cute. I got, you know, dogs are cute. So I'm not a fan of the feet here. I should honestly have probably made sure the foot is more. Kind of something like that, maybe. I'm gonna have to also give the little curly tail. So also, I think I should just do that right now, to be honest. So I'm gonna go to this one right here. I'm gonna go to Edgar. I am going to go to my curve tool, curve tube. So what I'm gonna do now, I have symmetry on. I do not want that on. I'm gonna. I want to go ahead and just do a little. Little swirl. All right, I might even shrink this down a bit too. It's a little too crazy still. Now what I'm going to do is I want to make sure this, actually I'm going to just undo that. I say undo that because I want to make sure I can. I want the tail against the body because when I 3D print, I don't want any kind of support material really for it. Especially with the angle that the body slopes here. There might be a bit of support, maybe support material there, but hopefully it'll be gone. It won't actually be there. I'm going to just see if I can go ahead and kind of curl this better. Actually, I want to lock them in position as well. So I'm going to go to the stroke features right here. Let's go ahead and put that to the side there. Curve function. Let's go to, no, it was curve modifiers. No, this is curve. I'll lock that. Let's go ahead and see if I can go ahead and kind of start kind of adding these little tails. My question is, I think I'm having too much of a curl to it, so that's part of my problem. Oops. So I'm just trying to make the tail kind of large, but at the same time, I think this is what I'm kind of going to go off as kind of like a start, maybe. I'm going to go to my, I'm going to turn snap. Did I not snap on in the first place? Interesting. Nope, that's not what I'm trying to do. I just made it into a subtraction boolean right there for a moment. I think I'm just making the tail too long, so I'm gonna go to the elastic. I'm gonna shrink it down a bit. Oops. Of course, I forget that. You know what? Maybe a bigger tail might actually be better. You know what? I'm just gonna stick with that. Just gotta do that. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I just need to do that. Nope. Tail's still too large. I wanted to make sure I have snap enabled so I can just go ahead and just like grab this and just smash it onto the body of the pug here. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? You know what? I'm just gonna undo all this nonsense here. I'm gonna just re-add it here. Yes, I get it. So I'm gonna go like, let's go with that. Let's just say that's good. Good for now. Can I get my point across right there with the piece? Got a cute little pug. Let me see. Let me look for a pug cartoon. No, it's not cute cartoon. I said pug. Just looking kind of for cutesy, like kind of little stuff. Like you can't see it. I don't think you can. No, you can. Okay. So it's like big heads, I suppose. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just take them here. Like for instance, if I take Edgar here, maybe I just do that. I just enlarge their heads. That might make them have the cartoony aspect that they need, maybe. That maybe I'm missing. Or maybe this set is a little too realistic looking, that it's not really looking like what I'm thinking it looks like. I feel like it's just too realistic. Everything else is so kind of simple that I can like simplify this. It just right now it is simple, but not like super simple. Like you got Edgar, you got Maya. I suppose I can go ahead and maybe I just take their little mouth dealios and I just kind of, oh, not that. Maybe I just kind of, nope, no, not that. I don't have symmetry on. Huh, interesting. That's actually quite something right there. Interesting. The fact that those went together is kind of... There it is! That's what I'm missing. It's got this weird... Okay, let me go ahead and duplicate this. I got a eureka moment. Okay, let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to undo a lot of these changes I did here, which I'm going to go ahead and hide that and move to this. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this here and I'm bringing up the mouth flaps right here. So it kind of creates a smile. You know, dogs kind of smile here and there. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'm going to make it look like they're smiling. Maybe I shouldn't give them too much of like a frowning kind of look. Maybe make the eyes smaller. Maybe make this. I don't know if anyone has any kind of input. Go ahead and can go ahead and like share it. Last night was pretty good actually. People suggest certain things like making the face flatter and everything. Let me see what I'm just kind of messing around with this to kind of see what I can kind of achieve, I suppose, with it. Angry, sad. You know, I suppose I can. Do they have like eyebrows? I don't know. I'm looking at like some pugs right now. In terms, I'm just saying like. I'm not sure about like this little kind of dealio with this little curl for the mouth right there. I'm gonna actually bring this upper leg part up. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and do this here. Now it looks funny right now. That's, you know, I have the lower half clipping. I think if I make them kind of big like this, they seem kind of cutesy kind of deal. Maybe, perhaps, yes. What do you guys think? You know, it's not really busy right now. Everyone pretty much in the U.S. is like asleep at this point. Not everyone, you know what I mean. I could probably merge this into the body here so that the shoulders aren't so separate, and that might be something that will help. I'm also thinking about the different pose that Maya can be doing. Maybe Maya has a piece of water, though. Maybe she's like not bowing down. She's like leaning forward and picking up a piece of cocoa melon. So maybe I go ahead and take the piece of the watermelon right here and, you know, duplicate it and have it in her mouth or something. But it's getting there. You got the JoJo reference. You got the Among Us, the Viking, Swedish thing, Maya, Edgar, cocoa melon, tambourine. These definitely look a lot better now. Let's see. I'm trying to think here. Like, what should I make them with bigger eyes? Maybe that's it. Maybe I give them bigger eyes. It's a little scary, but you know, that actually kind of helps. The eyes are a little too far apart though, so let's go ahead and... Whoa! Not that. Not gonna give them eyelids. They're gonna just have kind of be black. Alright, so I think what I'm gonna do is maybe probably no, let me just go ahead and take Maya here. So with Maya, I think she should be a little more not sad, but like, oh, this is not good. A little more. Maybe more of a smile. Maybe kind of like. And I'm going to change the muzzle here of Maya a bit. I'm going to do the same thing I did with Edgar, which I'm going to go ahead and kind of bring this in right here. Kind of bring that up. Can I give her kind of like a more curled smile, maybe more kind of fluffier? I would have to kind of check on it again, but maybe I'll go ahead and reuse the models here for Maya and Edgar, and maybe make a. So let me look for Maya and Edgar here real quick, because they do have different kind of facial features. When I mean by facial features, they have a certain shape to themselves. So I want to go ahead and make sure I have that. And Edgar. Okay, so cool. So Maya and Edgar. You can't see what I'm looking at right here in terms of reference. I'm just trying to see if I can go ahead and have. Well, the reference images and stuff like this, you know, you find on Google aren't exactly the best. Honestly, you gotta go through like the Pewdiepie submissions Reddit. Where is it at? Also gotta check my other stuff here. I didn't say thanks to amazing music before. It was because for some reason I don't get D-Live notifications. I'm broadcasting on 3 different things. I'm using Restreamio here right now. But I think this kind of makes sense that this is Maya. If I put Pewdiepie, you know, if I put Pewdiepie here. Oh, dang. That can't be right. That can't be them. Okay, okay, I see. Okay, so Edgar. Okay, this picture's pretty decent. Maya seems to have more of a kind of. Let me go ahead and. I'm gonna go kind of. Oh shoot, not that. Not that. Let's see. I want to make Maya's eye also larger too. Also, that's not a sphere. So if I go here and I go to this tool here, will I be able to replace the show? Oh my goodness. I'll turn symmetry off and I'm going to try that again. So what I'm doing is I'm just the sphere would lost its perfect shape. So I am just trying to give her that eye back, just one eye. There it goes, and I am not on Restreamio anymore. Gosh dang it all. All right, cool. So it's looking pretty good right here. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm going for right here. So real quick. So I'm going to do a file save here. File save. Wait, no pose? Yeah, that's right. No pose. Would I like to replace it? Yes. Let me do a quick save here. And then I am going to go ahead and flip to the pose piece. So, okay, here's the pose piece right here. However, so, you know, tambourine was, you know, I think I should remove the 2 letters right there. I'm going to add some watermelon bits to this here. I was looking for broken watermelon. I'm going to have some watermelon pieces. The hat's going to be shorter. The gun's going to have some detail. The hand's going to have some more detail. Then I'm going to have to slice the model, and hopefully I can 3D print this tomorrow. See right here, they're not the greatest as they do, you know, they're not as great as they are now, you know, Maya and Edgar. Like, these are the kind of older versions. I was just doing this in my own time, posing what I had earlier. But let me go ahead and go back to what I have here. So what I like to do is I like to start with pieces being like this. Now, if you look at them, they're much cuter here. But I'm not sure if I should maybe turn that frown upside down for Maya. I'm completely open for like opinions here. Like anything that will like make the pieces look, you know, great. And these ears are wrong. Oh snap! Interesting. I don't know how dog ears work apparently, even though I have a couple. Interesting. And I can't seem to turn my camera. All right. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. Cool. Now, for Maya here, I was thinking she could be, I want to say the troublemaker. You know, Edgar's usually the troublemaker, but I think Maya could be trying to eat a piece of the watermelon from Cocomelon. That has exploded. So as for the now I can hear myself because there it goes. I was thinking it's gonna be kind of like a laying front pose. So what I'm going to do is I am going to just duplicate this model here. No Toko Ghost. Loaf. It's a loaf. Yeah, actually that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like a loaf. So what I mean is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna actually take this. Oops. Take this right here, and it's gonna be a loaf. Exactly. Is going to be laying on her stomach with her paws forward and maybe leaning forward. And then, oh, she doesn't have her tail. Interesting. So I'm going to... Nah, whatever. I'll just make it again. All right, whatever. All right. So, welcome, by the way, No Tokos. Welcome. This is D Live, by the way, if anyone's wondering. If you're on Twitch, you'll see, like, it seems like I'm like talking like a crazy person. Nope. It's on D Live here. Let's see. So what I was saying. But welcome. I was just working on this piece right here. I'm working in individual pieces, and I'm going to pose it together. I'm hoping I could have this almost ready for 3D printing at the end of this broadcast. So I'm just working on trying to, because what's really bothering me, what's kind of holding me back, is more or less the pugs here. Because I want them not to be just kind of sitting here. Maybe they could be pulling a piece of the watermelon together, of cocoa melon together, maybe. And is my mic still working is the question, because I got a notification that says microphone accessed. Yeah, okay. Bitdefender is a little picky at times. Just lets me know that everything is whatever something is accessing something. I should really make her have more of a smile here. I want them to be happy. I don't want them to be like I'm gonna say their usual, but kind of like that. There it goes. You know, it's easy little change right here. And I'm gonna probably bring this in here like that. Even I kind of question Edgar though. Also, if Negale and Negale, sorry, they were here yesterday, and Mohammed 72202. I figured out what the problem with it was. I think it was just my layering of my alert box with my setup here, my sources and whatnot. So I think I fixed it. Let me just test it here real quick. I'm gonna do a test of the widget, just make sure it works. Test widgets, do a follow. Yes, it works. Okay, that's me, Crazy Sculptor. Yeah, all right, it works. I was wondering why it wasn't working yesterday. It was because the source was underneath the ZBrush thing. So okay, that's cool. All right, so let's see. So I got the two of them here. They're looking pretty cute here. I don't know if I want to make sure they're like a little more happier, maybe. I think if I raise the brow up more. Angry, kind of concerned. I want them to be kind of happy, so if I go like this here, seems kind of like happy kind of deal. I'm not entirely sure. All right, let me just go ahead and pose the new kind of pose here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just duplicate this. I'm just a fan of just duplicating and just saving copies, and I have a real problem. All right, so what I'm thinking is maybe Maya and Edgar. So I'm gonna move the head here. Ah! Okay. So I am going to looks a little wonky right now, but I'm hoping I can go ahead and I'm just kind of reposing this right now. I'm just trying to get the it's like a yoga stretch. And apparently I'm doing it wrong. So I'm thinking something along the lines of this here. So I'm hoping it'd be kind of cutesy, I suppose, like very kind of cute for Edgar and Maya. They'd be pulling like a cocoa melon piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually reshape the body here. And did I hide it? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of like bring it up like this here, like this. And I'm gonna give them a little tail here. I'm gonna go ahead and something kind of like this here. So I got pose 1 is where they're sitting, which I feel like is kind of lackluster in the sense. I don't want them kind of hanging back. I kind of want them interacting with taking a watermelon piece. So if I happen to have a watermelon piece here, and of course I click a different subtool. So if I have this watermelon piece, I duplicate this, which I got a real duplication problem right now. I take this here and I rotate it. I could have Maya and Edgar be pulling this piece of, piece of watermelon or something. It looks like a piece of pizza, but once I start adding, like when I add the seed and stuff like that, and when it's painted, it will. I can angle this here and kind of put it in Maya's mouth, kind of like this here. See, like that. I think that is hilarious. And maybe they're both working together to kind of pull like the remains of the watermelon. I think it's going to be good. I think I like this. So I think I'm going to go ahead and duplicate the body. I'll probably shrink Maya's body down because Maya is the smaller of the pugs, I believe. Edgar's the larger one, and Maya's a little too round right here, right now. Let me just go ahead and check my references here. Blah, 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 blah. And of course I don't have the Maya Edgar tab in the right area. Yeah, Edgar is, I don't get the larger one. Oh my gosh, yawn. So, I'm going to save this as a separate file too. Save as, okay, now let me think about this. Do I want them working together? Or do I want them fighting over it? Maybe I can have them fight over the piece of the cocoa melon, which basically it would be just them symmetrical almost. With this like differences, you got Maya. Maybe Edgar's just chilling. Maybe Edgar's just chilling and Maya's the one that's pulling the piece of the watermelon, So let me see if I can go ahead and let me just go ahead and just experiment with this here. What is going on here? I'm like, what is happening here? Let me just check my cartoonified. Yeah, so I think that's bothering me right now is the shape of these legs here. It's more of like maybe something like this here. And then if I take this. Yeah, that's looking better. I am honestly really hoping, because I need to finish this soon so I can get it like done this upcoming week because I have some other stuff I'm working on. So something like this here. But I still feel like it's like a little too. Wait, do I go like this here and make it a little smaller here? Does it look like a hamster all of a sudden, as opposed to a pug? Which I don't have the tail. That's kind of a problem too. So I'll just give it a nice curly little tail here real quick. Turn off symmetry here and then give a little tail here. Oh, actually, I should make sure I have symmetry on if I'm going to do that. I could give her a little butt or something, but also maybe I should bring the contour of her in like this. Maybe was that bad or is that good? Pugs are kind of wide, to be honest. Okay. Normally dogs are supposed to have like a taper, like their hips are supposed to go in. I'm not entirely sure if I'm a fan of that though. If I need to go, I will probably leave it here. If I change my mind, I'll change my mind later. Alright, so let's add the tail. So to add the tail, I'm going to use the curve too. I am going to go ahead and do this here. And apparently it is not snapping the way I want it to. Ah! And of course, it does it parallel to the viewing screen. So if I take this here and I just kind of mash this here. I think I kind of like the bigger tail, not much of a curl. Just because this will be printed small. I mean, it's going to be probably printed in like this kind of scale maybe, so I need to have larger features maybe on the pugs. So maybe it is best if I just kind of... Yeah, it might be best, to be honest. So make it a little larger maybe? Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Still too big. Actually, if I undo that. Maybe I get a slight curl. So if I go like... Where is my bloody elastic feature? Turn the elastic off. Move this here. And maybe I'll stick for that for right now. So... I guess I could add the curl the other way, to be honest. The curl is a little weird. Huh. Like, with her like this, I think I should probably have the curl be like actually vertical. So if I just stick the tail up like this here, I could center it and all that stuff a bit later. Okay. It really is driving me a little crazy. What is going on here? No, elastic's not on. Oh, I have it curling the wrong way too, so silly me. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna curl the tail, kind of like a squirrel basically, I think. Something like this here. I want to turn snapping off so I can actually clip into the geometry right here. Also, I'm not a fan of the fact that something kind of like this here. Like a Squirtle. Maya is parts Squirtle. It's here, you guys. Maybe I could make them a little larger. Let me go ahead and see what they would look like or how they would feel if they were larger. I suppose I should make the tail the other way too for Edgar. I could just do something similar. I feel like they're too small. Maybe that's the problem as well. So if I go to this here and I select multiple, do that, and I do this here, which, and I kind of scale them up. I think that's actually kind of better. I feel the reason why I have them at this scale is because I think I was doing something similar to the proportions of the Among Us like extra characters, I suppose. But I feel like at the scale that they're at right here, that's actually kind of better. And I could have larger watermelon pieces for Maya here. Something kind of like this here. Not exactly, but you know what I'm trying to go for. Yeah. Basically, Maya's taking a piece of the watermelon. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. This looks, it's pretty cute. Pretty cute, but I'm not sure if I should make the eyes small. Maybe it's a very weird balance. If I make the eyes tiny, you know what? Maybe the way to go is tiny. I'm not entirely sure right now. But I definitely like that quite a bit. Maybe I give him a little tongue sticking out. What are some cute little dog poses, I suppose? There's that one. I could have Maya farting. In the episode of in a episode of Pewdiepie, she does fart pretty badly, and Pewdiepie is like being like murdered by Maya. All right, let me go ahead and I think this is the right idea here. I kind of like the fatter, compact body for Maya here. I'm not too sure about the back of her head here, so I'm gonna go. I feel this is a little wonky here, so I'm gonna kind of do that. Yeah, that's better. Then I'm gonna take this here. I'm gonna. Oh, not that. I gotta like. Oh, what? I don't have symmetry on. It would have been fine, but I don't want to have to deal with the mirror weld, which I guess, you know, if I do mirror and weld, the tail is... The reason why I don't want to mirror weld is because it's going to mess with that, you know. I would have to have this separate and then mirror and weld the body with the tail to make sure it's centered, but I don't really care. I honestly think way too much into this, especially if I end up giving this for, like, free. Which I'm pretty sure I'm going to give it for free. It's just kind of, it's kind of like a... community, I suppose. Do I want them fighting over the piece? Man, I'm just doing a lot of thinking about the doggos. But okay, maybe I need to do something about the Viking helmet, because the Viking helmet is kind of driving me crazy, and maybe I don't care if it's evenly extruded. Can I just go ahead and just do a quick save? Can I go ahead and do a reverse Q mesh maybe? It's not the end of the world if I can't do that, because I want everything to be evenly extruded along this part right here. So where is it at? See, modeler, and if I go to Q mesh polygroup all, usually clips to the piece of geometry. So if I go to Q mesh polygroup all, oh, okay, that works. Not perfect, but it's got the right idea. So I just kind of reversed it. It's not perfect, but because I'm just not happy with the shape. I'll probably redynamesh it. Not redynamesh. Blah blah. Can't think. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of smoothing this out right here, just making sure I can, like, you know, do stuff. I'm gonna do that, make sure it's relaxed properly, cut that, squish this down a bit more, put that there, move this here. Probably shrink the horns down, you know? Then, so what happened here is that helmet is definitely a better size now. Problem though is that not everything is perfectly cut the way it should be. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a visible. Come on. I'm like, come on. Same, let's go, yeah, right here. Better kind of topology for the horns. Now, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to use the slice. Did I press the right one? No, I did not. Oh, it's I. Ay caramba. So what I'm going to do is, actually, I got to make sure I have this. Oh, not that. I guess I. So I do a mirror and a. Oh, what? Oh, that's right. If I do a mirror and a weld, I take this, and I do that, and I switch this, and I do group mask. I like the fact that I have that there. Group visible. There it goes. Boom. What? Oh. Alright, I think that's good now. Whoa, what is this? Oh, I didn't get this earlier. Now it should work. Now everything is pretty straight, so I can go ahead and extract it. Not just yet. Not yet, though. Actually, is this right? Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half adaptive, and I did not keep groups on. Now, let's see. Now let me see. I had a little bit of interesting. The shape is not the shape. Although I think the horns are a little large, so that's probably why. No, the helmet's not the right bloody thing. Gosh dang it all. So I guess maybe it doesn't matter. I know because I'm thinking of like a perfectionist at times with the thing. I'm not happy that the helmet doesn't have the kind of the point to it. It's supposed to be kind of like a bishop pat, and it's bothering me. Gosh dang it all. Why do I do this to myself? Yes, I get it. It's gonna, yeah, whatever, I get it. And I'm not happy with that. This needs to be more of a point kind of deal. I'm not exactly happy with it. What if I was to undo it back to where it originally was? Ah, I see. Honestly, I feel like if I just shrunk it down. I switch this and then I kind of. this here, like that. So sorry if I get quiet here. Oops, I turned that off, which means that I did not have X symmetry on. Alright. I am going to redo this here. Group visible. Hide that. Do the BSO. I honestly just gotta keep going. I think what happens is I feel like I hold myself back. BSC was it? Slice curve. It's I. I guess that makes sense. Way too thin. I click to unhide. Did I make it too thick? Hide it again. Maybe that might be fine, to be honest. It needs to be a little thinner actually, in fact. Let me come on. Come on. Okay, fine. I think that's fine now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, that, there, duplicate. Although there is a divide here, so maybe I need a. I mean, yeah, whatever. I'll sculpt that one later, maybe. Who knows? I am going to do a retopology. Interesting. That is not the case. Interesting. Maybe I don't smooth. Hold on. Yeah, I shouldn't be smoothing the polygroups, to be honest. That's what's probably causing what I'm not liking. Which makes sense because it was fine earlier. Okay, that works. I'm just kind of, I guess I'm just kind of doing what I thought I said I was going to do, but I am now. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick save here because I am worried that it's going to crash. Did I do the same thing? Oh my gosh. Do I have the same problem here? Did I just kind of do all that? So I would just kind of do this. Alright, close enough. Maybe not so noticeable. Maybe I move this down now. Something like that will be fine, I think. I'm kind of getting tired though. Like, I know I started this broadcast late. I think I'm gonna be working tomorrow, so. Oh yeah, the stripes. I forgot about the stripes. The Pewdiepie stripes. Oh, I'm gonna save. I don't know. I don't know why I'm so tired right now. Well, maybe I do. Honestly, also just I don't know. It was a little shorter than yesterday. I will broadcast tomorrow earlier this time, and hopefully I can get this started with 3D printing tomorrow night. Yes. All right. Cool. Thanks for watching, and I will try to